With such a focus on energy, as governments, all of us are very aware of climate change, and governments really are looking at how to best address carbon pricing. How does that fit into specifically the issue of embodied energy?
Well, specifically the embodied energy, frankly, as a policymaker, ask me, it almost has no effect right now. The big challenge really is operational energy first, and actually transportation energy second, meaning how much energy does it take to get to a building? It's almost irrelevant what the embodied energy is compared to whether it's near a transit line. Those are big questions that really make a dent in carbon. But if you wanted to actually make a difference in the carbon emissions of buildings, you would require better buildings from a point of view of energy efficiency. And that doesn't mean more insulation per se. We've tried that for 30 years and it hasn't worked. What we have to do now is focus on the actual energy used by buildings, set real number targets for how much energy should be used, as opposed to some code value which has no meaning to anybody. And there is a move afoot in the National Energy Code of Canada to be able to set numerical targets for code buildings. And I think that will be the first step in a revolution, because it will require buildings to meet a known number that clients who own the building can see and compare, did we actually do what we said we could? And uses of insulation or air barriers or more efficient equipment really are just tools that people have to deploy to meet that target, as opposed to meeting some sort of checklist requirement. And that is the move forward in terms of really decarbonizing our building side of things in the world. And then the transportation to those buildings, because that's a big deal. And in terms of the carbon of embodied energy, it's non-zero. And as we do a really good job on those other sectors that are big, we're going to have to do a better job at decarbonizing our building material systems. And that is already underway. We are doing things to make better transportation processes, more efficient furnaces and kilns, better proportions of recycling, all of which are slowly but steadily reducing the carbon content of essentially all building materials and all parts of the industrial economy.